How many of you have ever been motivated by the height of your spouse? Like when you marry, you realize that the height is an encouragement for you. And that's why it's an encouragement for you. Like Manuate's height. And that's why I didn't like short people at all. Those days when you say short people, she will even leave the church. But after you are married, you realize that the boy's height, it plays nothing in the marriage. Grow up. I'm speaking to those who don't have beloveds and those who are not married. They do nothing. Say, Pastor, I want somebody that will shake things and move things. You realize that those things, you don't even recognize them again. It's the first week. Where's Albert Texas? Do you feel like that movement? Oh, that thing is one day. You see, you are eager to see what is under those things, but after the first exploration, you realize that it's actually Dr. Congo. It's not a name. After your voyage, you realize that you landed in some Congo somewhere. It's not the North Pole. Antarctica. Huh? It's Uganda. You will have to also learn to love your spouse just as he or she is. This is one of the reasons why most people are fighting in the marriages. They are not satisfied with the... No, sometimes you order for something from China. When it comes, you realize that it was actually a miniature. You saw the pictures, was a big sofa. Not knowing that the actual thing is a key holder. When they brought it, it happens so. Eben is a supplier. So sometimes you told her, hey, whole furniture is cheap like this, $45. I'll buy some. When it comes, it's like a small table decor. That's Chinese business. Those people don't trust them. So you will have to learn to receive the person the way he or she is. Does he talk too much? Take it like that. Does he talk less? Take it like that. Today somebody told me no woman is quiet. And they don't try to talk. That's how God has made them. And it is marvelous in His sight. Actually, I didn't even know that until I married. I realized that there's a certain channel. When it falls there, like more than Nyangungungu. Hey, they can talk. I say, I'm talking too much. So you see, I thought that the whole thing has ended, not knowing that it's about to change years. Hey! And you see the brothers too, they can sit somewhere quietly for even days and they are okay. So today I said that women, they are so different. And I said, I'm sorry, men are so different. It's the same thing. If you say women are different, they'll be offended. So men are very different. And it's true. Men are different from women. It's true. So you have to learn to accept it the way it is. Am I saying something to you? Your marriage is not a change over school. Remember the keys on working with people. One of the keys in working with people say that people don't change much. By the time you are going to marry, whatever you are going to marry, just know that that is how it will be forever. And you will have to learn to accept it like that. Mostly, your marriage will be the same as your relationship. This is the reason why I tell people never fight for beloveds. Pastor, I will fight for what is mine. I will possess my possessions. If the person doesn't love you, let him go. Or if she doesn't love you, let her go. God will give you another person. Most people don't know this. There's no special miracle that make people change in marriage. There's nothing in marriage that brings some drastic changes in people. No. Things only dwindle as you both dwell together for long. In other words, things actually become worse. Worse in the sense that strength may weaken and so many things. People don't become grandfathers, grandmothers, French teachers, housemasters and housemistresses overnight. It takes some time. Point number 4. It is purely an act of immaturity to harshly criticize your spouse over something you knew very well before marriage. You know that his head is big, but you still married the person. So why do you want to criticize him or her? It is the same thing too in relationship. You know my legs are long and you came to propose to me. You knew that I am fat, so please be okay with my weight. You know I didn't have much, but you said you put love ahead of money. Let's enjoy love and forget about the money. Mostly when people are angry, they say things they never thought thoroughly through. So give room, wait, be patient to react to disturbing issues. Whenever there's radical issues, give it time. One day somebody called me and was like, Pastor, can you imagine my wife just told me that I'm the most wicked man she has ever seen. In 3 days' time, they were together. And that statement didn't really matter. Sometimes I don't take things too personal. When people are angry, especially, they say so many things. Learn to just stay with them. So you have to always discuss things that make you angry or frustrated before you pour out your anger on people. Be patient with each other. Point number 6. Can you imagine as I'm giving 10, I'm 6 already? Today I'll disappoint all of you. I'm trying. One thing too is that most people don't orient their spouses enough about what they do before they marry. How many of you like practical examples? Can I get 4 or 5 people who are married who can testify to the things I'm saying or say that as for their own it's quite different so that we appreciate it? All the people who are married in front, please get up and come. Because if I say people should come, they will not come. Microphone. What was the point number 1? Let your love for your... Who answered that for me? Eben, give it to Eben. Eben, be sincere with us. Have you ever felt like, look, I have regretted marrying this person? Give it to this person. Sincerely. Have you ever felt like you have regretted marrying this person? Okay. So not all the time, sometimes. Oh, but if it is not like that, you don't have to force yourself to say it. Yeah. We are just trying to know that afterwards we'll just find a ratio. Please, I don't know why some of the sisters are not here. Some of the sisters will come. The next role of married women, I think there are only 2. Gifty and you to come. So shift it to the next one too. There's no sign. Okay, sweetie, can you come? Okay, sweetie, come. And then I see. Please, this is not the fact that they don't love you. It's normal. It's normal. I've told you that when you marry, one of the things that will happen is that you feel like you are married to the wrong person. Do you know that? If you are Kufuor, feel like that. Edward Mahama. Do you know Edward Mahama? He felt like that. Everybody. Even Prince Charles, Prince Diana, Princess, they all felt the same. It might happen to you, but it doesn't mean it will. These questions, I don't like giving it to sisters because sisters here, people realize the brothers will start changing atmospheres. Have you ever felt like that before? It has happened to you, yes?
Yes, but
Uh-huh.
I don't regret it.
Okay. Not that you regret, but have you ever felt like,
Just once when you have one or two disagreements.
okay. Some of you, I'm sure, and I understand why you don't pass in English. You think we have regretted? We have not regretted. Why I said, has it happened once? Like it just, I dream with that. Hey, even you, I see. The one that is too fresh, so you cannot answer the question. No, don't give it to the sisters. They did not answer this. Question number 2. Huh? Question number 2. Comparing how the relationship was to the marriage, do you see radical changes? Like, this sister who didn't pray, Christ suddenly is praying 6 hours in marriage, or sister who was not dressing her. You see it like that? Yes. So compare the relationship. Do you see and the marriage? Do you see some powerful changes? And like on the whole, in the whole, you see some drastic changes. Yes. Particularly the spiritual part. Or not? Yes. The same thing. Like you used to argue, but still had the argument. No. Yes. Or you.
The physical part, there's a lot of
What kind of physical part? Like looks? Or?
service in the house.
Let's say when you are not married, she wouldn't have serviced you. If you are not married, how will you serve? If you are not married, how will the person be cooking and be doing those things? Okay. Okay. I understand. Okay. I understand. He's a pastor. If I don't say like that and I get home, okay, so I think, sweetie, this one the sisters can answer. Like the relationship and the marriage, it's like the things that were there, they are still, or the person has changed. Yeah. Yes. I think it's not fair. We should also call the sisters to all. Unless I come. Huh? Things don't change, man. So, like the things Pastor is saying, they are true. They are true. Specific example, okay.
My wife didn't like talking in the relationship. I remember that was the only thing I formally addressed to her, that for this relationship to make her do it.
Actually, they even she came to report to me, so I like, the wife doesn't talk, the beloved. And it was the whole of almost the relationship. They not talking. Say no more to pipe. I'm worried and water company be a pipe no.
So I realized that I thought when we married we change, but it does not change. Right now, I realize that she's making a lot of effort. She right now is better, but then still I can see that the real old self is still there. The good thing is that right now she's trying to.
So she doesn't talk much still.
Right now it's better than at first, but it is not like
the standard you want it. I'm sure she has a lot to say about you. Yes.
I think some aspects there have been improvements, and I think other aspects.
Can you give us an example? Like what were some of the common challenges you had in your relationship?
Sometimes we used to normal arguments.
Over what? Can you imagine that he has normalized arguments? We special, like we used to argue about, let's say, Bovome that we shouldn't sing now. But since we married, Bovome has stopped and all. It is still something like that. Okay. Yes. The same thing. Say it loud in the mic. All right, give it to you. Drastic changes. Nothing has changed. So if he can forget about you and he doesn't call. And one is Tolina or Dasucha. But what are some of the things you want? No, Gifty broke up with Fifi. I addressed them at Achimotamo. I said, look, Fifi, the way you are treating the lady, I'm here at the name. The lady said, Pastor, I'm tired. You know the way she talked? Pastor, I'm tired. I can't continue this thing again. Hey, my Fifi, I saw a shit. Or the astronaut back in my fear. Pastor, what gift is saying? I don't understand. Pastor, you see, it's not that I don't care, but you see. Where is the bag? Is it still there? You have asked him to throw it away. And he's not ready to throw it away. Can you imagine? He said, the thing is the same thing. Even the bag I said, you throw away. The hand is torn. He still speaking the microphone. I heard Fifi is listening to the broadcast. Hey. Fifi used to have a big bag. I had all the atomic bomb, the codes, they are in that bag. And he still uses that bag. He doesn't want to throw it away. I think maybe you should buy one for him. You have bought a new one for him. Still, he said he will not take it. Hey, ancient landmark. I found that now. Okay, so what are some of the issues you used to have in the relationship? Like when you were in a relationship, there was no argument, nothing. Oh, I see. Amazing love. Oh, how amazing love. How can it be that God, my Lord, should die for me? Oh, amazing love. How can it be that God, my Lord, should die for me? It's amazing. Okay, point number 3. I like taking examples. Unless I join them, you didn't hear me or what? Rest, come and join them. All right, so Amma, you have had 100% record, so you can sit down. Charles too, you have had 100% records. So you two don't want to say. Is Peter here? What is the name of the medicine you were talking about? Okay, hello, listen. Okay. The next point is that have you ever find yourself criticizing your spouse for something she used to do or he used to do or he used to be or she used to be, even when you were in the relationship? Like it was like this, even now you you fire harshly. Is there something like that? Like they stay password on the phone. That one has changed. Bitterness wants to come. Oh, V, come. Charlie, V life. Yes. Oh, it could be towards you or towards your spouse.
Speaking the mind. Yeah. Things that we know of, even the marriage. Like we know of them before marriage. Still.
It's an issue.
Yeah, it's an issue.
Yes, is there something like that?
Mostly she complains that when she's talking, I don't listen.
When she's talking, you don't listen. If you are the one criticizing, the one criticizing, you can still say it. The same thing. You don't talk. But when you want food there, you don't get absent-minded. The food of the night. She still criticizes you or you criticize her.
She tells me that maybe she says one thing for a long time before I do it. But sometimes when you look at the future, that thing is not something that she needed to know.
It's not a pressing,
It's not pressing, but she sees it as
a pressing issue.
for instance, she has made requests for her birthday, which is in the future. So I have to start making plans.
And when is the month?
August. Next month. First week or second week, 11th August.
And second week.
And so I have to become a strategist. So a lot of things work. So that the glory.
Well, Shiti, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Your face has changed. Anyway, we didn't answer. Why did I even ask that question? Because I mean, what you are, your face has changed. It's like 3 months' time. Your face has changed. You have done well, Danny. So, and you too, you also fire small. You don't fire. Take your time. Boss, he too, he fires. Play the man. Over things that used to be.
My only complaint about the issue, so I don't criticize until she tells me that I'm being quiet. Then I try to compare the two of us who are talking. So it's like that.
This blue mic is clear. I think that should be the one moving. And you also criticize her. You do local. Yeah, a boy say, or a jacket. Why is she? The woman under pressure, woman.
And one other thing is she checks, the way I eat. Tells me sometimes I chew louder.
Let's go with Bankuda Day. Okay. Amen. Say you eat like you are chopping carrots. Or on shout.
Sometimes if something comes up and I'm like being trustful, it still wants to
Hey, Pastor P, you should be here to defend yourself. Oh. The allegation from your wife, they are wild. Yen Chaso, says, I've not finished making my point. I say, what do you mean? Are you using my mouth to talk? It happens to all of you. Eh? Yes, Alexa. Do you criticize things that used to be, or you also criticize things that? At times, the way he talks to you. Fire still. Okay, Vitalis wants to give an example. My friend, don't overtalk. Oh. We are using strategies here. Oh. Can you see that me? I'm not talking. You think I don't have issues? Use strategies. Oh, yeah,
But I can't believe it because my wife is just my English is not good.
Your accent or the English, even grammar. He said everything. The lady is like, everything.
And I have been speaking the same English before she met me. You know about it. Pastor cannot even convince me that it is okay. Pastor has spoken about it. Still, I can't believe it that it is okay. Because Pastor has said that my English is okay. But I can't believe it.
You are trying to say that even if I tell you your English is good, you struggle to believe. Oh, then you need a psychologist, you need a counselor. So, Rex, as you complain that your hair is getting finished, tell her that when you met me, the thing was getting finished. She's okay.
My head, yes, it's okay. The most common thing is like whenever my very self, I'm very quiet in nature and I'm very observant. So anytime like I draw her attention to something, then that's the time she also begins to criticize. So you guys have done this before. So why are you
Mostly, when people are enraged, they speak or say things they never thought about it. Have you ever said something or heard something that you can see that the person didn't really think about it well? It's not like that. Okay, what about you? Harsh thing. Like you said something very painful that because the person didn't really think about it well. It's true. Yes. Yes. Something said. Yes. Yes. It's true. Hey, yes. You there yet? But if as for this one, the gift said you've never. said anything harsh or painful. Yes, he has. What about you? Have you also said something? Abula, I know that's okay. The next point is that one thing too is that most people don't orient their spouses enough about what they do before they marry. Most people think that pastor's work is mainly preaching, though that is very important and its effect very immense, yet it forms about 10%. The time spent to prepare a sermon alone can be more than 50 times the time spent to preach it. A sermon may take weeks, months, or even years to prepare. It took me almost 3 years to prepare the message on excuses. I had to categorize all excuses I received from people over the stretch of 3 years. Not to talk about fastings and prayings. Yet, all this will not do much if a pastor does not have time to have personal discussion with the members. Most issues cannot be solved on the pulpit only. Many times, people came to Jesus in chambers, Nicodemus, Zacchaeus, etc. The real work of a pastor is interacting with people. The real work of a pastor starts after the church closes. Everyone marrying a pastor should know that this is the main work. Church days are not for romance or husband and wife things. This goes for shepherds and anyone who handles souls. Every couple should understand what the partner does and accept it before they marry. If you are going to marry a lawyer, a teacher, a doctor, a pilot, you should understand the demands of the work. Now, has the work of your spouse ever become an issue in a marriage before? Whether it was taking the time for the two of you to have for yourselves or anything. If it's not really, just say not really. Okay, yes.
Yeah, in my case, yeah, that one is true.
It's true. Because your wife says you don't stay in the house. Every day movement. Tefoi. Yes. Not really. So the work doesn't become yes. Not at all. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Not really. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's the thing for sometimes. After work, I have to go for a vaccine. So by the time I get home, it's late. So it's a complaint that I don't get time to spend.
Who are you? It hasn't been. Fifi, your wife said never. Yes. Alexa, yes. Okay. That means majority of you. The next point. It's unreasonable to disrespect your spouse for what he or she does not have. Most couples have real challenges at the beginning. No matter how they start, the beginning will be challenging. Don't disrespect your spouse. It will begin the distraction and all the future frustrations. Nothing is more painful than a disrespectful spouse. Have you ever felt disrespected in your marriage before? Yes, yes. You've never felt disrespected. You felt disrespected. You felt disrespected. You felt disrespected. You felt disrespected. You, disrespected. Not yet. Gifty? Yes. Vivi, you have disrespected. Yes. Alexa, say yes. My next point. What has been shall be. There is nothing new under the sun. Being in a good church like Love Reign guarantee a reasonable amount of positive changes in marriage. However, I can assure everyone that your relationship is just a mirror of your marriage. Very little or no difference will be seen when you marry. When you marry, don't cry and yell over things you were very aware of. Just decide to accept what you can't change and pray to God for the help of the Holy Spirit. Most people do well over demons, but not everybody. They easily make them have their way, but with the help of the Holy Spirit, you can change and be above the influence of demons and evil spirits. Have you ever attributed anything in the house as a cause of an evil spirit or demons? Like this thing is demons. Pastor, I know it's a spiritual thing. It's in their home. Yes, huh? Yes, uh-huh. Okay, yes. Not really, huh? Uh-huh. Why is that you and Samson, you have the same results? Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Not really. Uh-huh. Yes. You have felt like the thing is spiritual. Or maybe it could be herself. It could be herself. Don't expect too much from your spouse. It's surprising to expect a 28-year-old to solve all your problems. Things don't work like that. As much as you are young, he or she is also young. Have you ever felt like the person is not able to handle things because he or she is young? Or your spouse has not been able to solve a problem that you think he or she should have been able to solve them? Oh, just yes or no? Uh-huh. Explain. Lawyer.
In my case, I do more rounds, and mostly I expect my wife, where she works, she comes in contact with big people. So sometimes I need connections in certain aspects.
And she will not connect you.
No, it's like she knows somebody she can call, but she will not call.
And can make a way where there seems to be no way.
Simple.
But she will not call. Why?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. If you can wait to say one pharmacy park, not really, eh? I see. Uh-huh. You expect or she expects you. You expect her to do a certain thing, but she doesn't do them. Uh-huh. 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 Yes. Okay. Not really. Uh-huh. Oh, uh-huh. Not really. Amazing. The last point. Most people don't know how to love. It is just sad. It's part of the news. Most people don't know how to, it is just sad. As I type this point, I feel so broken and sad. It's shocking how people don't know how to live a happy life. Focus on your spouse, not problems. We don't have this, we don't have that, we do this one, but we have each other. If we don't have TV, we have each other. If we don't have money, we have each other. If we don't have a car, we have each other. When you see your spouse, the first thing you should do is to smile. Hug him or her. Just be happy to see him or her. You get these type of responses in a ratio of 1:2. Okay, how do I put it? Let's say a score of 5. How will you rate it? 1 out of 5. She's excited seeing you. Oh, my homeboy. That is 3. Wonderful. Yes.
As for my wife, it's 5.1. But as for my 2.0.
0. Okay. Oh, yeah, bro. So, wow. 3. That means your wife knows how to love. Yes. Her own is 4. But your own is like she's more loving and caring than you.
Like me, I've not been felt love that much before.
You have not been so loved, so you are now learning the love thing. I see. Yes. Wonderful. Is that what she will give you, or that's what you're giving yourself? Alice, how score will you give him out of 5? Yes. 5. Danny, how much is the score you give her? The highest is 5, so 5/5. She too, she's giving 5/5. Her own is 2. Okay, your own is 2. I see. Like you give her 2 or you give yourself 2. You give yourself 2. Really? Glory, brother. Sister, what score will you give to him? Like it shows excitement seeing you. 2 put the 5 account. Now answer woman who saying 3. Hey, has it got in there? Yes. Why she ask me? Ask me what score will you give him? Ah, I thought you give you one. I say, Ekome. Yes. You give her 5. Jennifer, what will you give him? 5. Yes. You give her 5. Where is she? What will you give her? Him? 2. Yes. And what will you give yourself? 4. Where is Peter? He's not here. Peter, I'm sure he'll give you 1. Recently, Alexa was sick. And Peter called me. And I said, Alexa, she should make her mind well. And allow you to be having sex with her all the time. What's the pastor? She doesn't know. The passion with which the guy said it. Alexa, you're a pastor, your last warning. I will draw a timetable for the 2 of you. You do it for Obama Adro. I heard that there's some Adro that has come. There's some Abibidro that has come. They drop it in your water. You now, nobody will tell you to come. And something has that Abibidro. And that's what I was asking of. Until I said, "Sir, Madam, for now, my headmistress, yeah, Bama Adro, Bama Adro." Yeah, Bama Adro, and one about who say yes. But generally, if in the same score, like when you are marking your spouse, like, oh, my wife, she really knows how to laugh, or my husband, he really knows how to laugh. 1:5. Yes. You are A, she's B, so you just say A 4, B 6. Okay, out of 5. Did you get the question? Like, you are to mark your wife that she really knows how to laugh out of a score of 5. Or yourself, I know how to laugh. Out of it, how much will you give yourself? We want to know that, are you satisfied with the amount of love she churns out to you? Like, when you more dankasa, what go here, what domani efe, or see the anis, one of the candles. There's some candles be motonton. A bit good so how will you? They are aphrodisiac candles. So. Yeah, candles that when you smell it, ayadro. Yes, so who has the mic? I want to start. Okay, you can start from Alexa. Like Peter knows how to laugh, or you know how to laugh. Score. And then you 3. Okay. You. Yes. Okay. 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 On your way here, draw. Okay. Mm-hmm. For you. Okay. Oh, then generally the wives are doing well. So I've given 10 major things to consider. And I believe that is a good advice, isn't it? Have I done well? Have we learned something today? God bless you. Please, let's put our hands together for them. Wow. I think sometimes the two of you should do this in your home. Just design a tally card. And the things you think should be considered, you just score yourself, score sheet. And then you work on it. Is it powerful? God bless you. Okay, so I've done a little well, isn't it? Is it a powerful message?